What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest PixelExperience ROM. And I know it's been a long time that I have made a video on the PixelExperience ROMs, but this time I'm back with the PixelExperience Plus edition, and that is based on Android 12.1 or Android 12L. And the build date here is 15th April 2022. And this one of course includes the G apps, and you can also get a regular version which does not come with any kind of customization, which is not the Plus one. But of course I have flashed the Plus edition over here, and if you have no idea how to flash this particular ROM on your Redmi K20 Pro, you can check out the description or the cards. Here inside Android version we have the Android 12 mentioned over here. Now it doesn't say Android 12L, but once you do this in the clock, and it gives you a haptic feedback every time you do that. And we have the security patch of latest April 5th 2022, and the stock kernel here is the Soviet Star kernel. The build date here is mentioned, we have this 15th April 2022 build. In the system panel of course we get some customizations. Also we have the system updater, so you can check for updates anytime that you want to update the ROM. But of course you need to be encrypted if you want to use this updater, but I'm decrypted, so I will just recommend a dirty flash over the previous build. And here in the status bar we have the network traffic indicator, and from here you can customize that in the status bar or quick settings. In the system icons we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons. All these icons work super fine. The double tap to sleep on the lock screen or the status bar should be working super fine. And we have the clock's position, you can change it to right, left or center. I have been using it with the center, and you can see in the center you see the clock right there. Also we have the show seconds, AM PM style, and a lot of customizations. Now we also get the battery style changing option, but there are not much. There are only 3 options like the icon, portrait, circle and the text. And then we get the battery percentage position changing option. We have the next to the icon and the inside the icon, or you can totally hide the battery percentage if you want to. And we also have this brightness control feature, so you can swipe a finger on the status bar that will increase or decrease the brightness. And as you can see, it's working perfectly fine here. Also we have the quick pull down, you can position it right or left if you choose right. So if you swipe down from the right side of the quick setting panel, of course it will bring the whole quick setting panel down. So you can have this quick pull down off or on. Let me go back. We have the buttons, then we have the system nav gestures. In the settings we have the gesture indicator, then the swipe to invoke assistant is also working fine as you can see. And we have the left edge, right edge customization and the edge touch area. That's it. You don't get any pill bar or pill length customization or the thickness customization. Those are simply not present here. And we have the 2 button and 3 button navigation as well. And from the settings you can actually invert their layout if you want to, just like this. So yeah, if you're someone who uses 2 button or 3 button navigation, you can definitely do that. And we have the press and hold power button for the advanced restart option. And let me actually show you in the power menu. This is how the power menu looks like. And we get the lockdown, power off, restart and the screenshot option. And if you click on restart right now, if I have the advanced restart turned on, I can directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot from right here. And of course you can set it to hold for assistant and stuff. And here we have the long press power button to toggle torch, and we have the automatically turn off torch after 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you can customize. Then we have the answer calls with the button stuff. Let me go back. We have the gestures again. There we have the quickly open camera, and we have the gesture navigations again over here. One-handed mode is still there, and you can of course use it. And let me actually show you. As you can see, it's working perfectly fine. And we have the press and hold power button for that advanced restart and stuff. Then we have the swipe to screenshot, and as you can see, it is working perfectly fine. But for deleting a screenshot, you have to edit it and then go here and then go delete it. And let me actually show you. If you have a lot of scrolling space here, and if you take a screenshot, there is that capture mode, and you can actually see right there, it shows that what stuff you are selecting. So as you can see, you can select some stuff just like this, and you can mark some stuff. So Google's markup is working perfectly fine, or you can share them from right here. And let me go back. We have the prevent ringing over here too. Also we have the live translate feature if you want to enable this. And we have the pop-up camera. Then we have the sound effects. These are the sound effects that you get by default. And we have the camera LED. You can turn it off or on from right here. And here I have the white theme. So in the white theme, or when you have the dark theme disabled, you will get the quick setting panel in totally white. That looks beautiful. And swiping up gets you to the app drawer. And if you swipe to the left side of the home screen, you get the Google's Discover page. And scrolling between them is super fast and snappy. No issues whatsoever that I have faced. And here you don't get any double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen, but of course that is there on the status bar. Now once I double tapped, and I don't have the always on display turned on right now, but let me show you the quick setting panel quickly. This is how it looks like. I have edited couple of toggles, and you can see all the toggles that I have added. The always on display toggle is there, the screen recorder is there, and as you can see there is that Android 12L kind of animations everywhere once you are tapping the quick setting toggles. And even the power menu, as you can see, it does this kind of animation. It looks beautiful. And we have the data saver, the do not disturb. You can disable the heads up if you want to. And the reading mode is there. The live display you can customize from right here. And as you can see, you can enable this outdoor brightness mode, and it's plenty bright if you turn that on. In the wallpapers and styles, we have the wallpapers, of course, and from here you can have the basic colors or the wallpaper colors. The monet theme engine is working perfectly fine, no issues. We have the app grid up to 5x5, of course, and yes, you can actually change the wallpapers from right here. You get the live wallpapers of Google, like the living universe wallpapers and the bloom ones, so you can download them and use them however you want to. But I have been using this Wallpy app, and with that, this is the wallpaper that I'm using, and it looks beautiful. By the way, in the stock launcher settings, if you want to go, if you tap and hold in a particular area, this is how it looks like, and you can actually choose from these wallpapers just like this. And as you can see, the way the wallpapers applies, it looks beautiful. Just notice how it will look. And if I change to back this one, and as you can see, the animations of changing wallpapers is just awesome. And of course, we have the widgets. The newer widgets are there, and the clock widget and stuff, everything you can add and customize however you want to. And we also get the home screen settings at the bottom, and there we have the suggestion disabling option. But then again, we don't get any app lock or something in the stock launcher settings, and this is a Pixel launcher, of course, and it doesn't have much customizations, but it's fairly fast and snappy everywhere in the UI. And here, let me actually show you the camera. Well, you get a very basic kind of camera over here. This is the camera that you get, and this is old kind of Google camera. It works fine, but yes, it takes very basic kind of pictures, as you can see. So yeah, I have installed a Google camera separately, and you have to install these APKs separately of Google cameras if you want to use them. But yes, with the Google camera or Gcam Unix version, the ultra wide angle lens is working fine. The 2x telephoto lens is also working fine. And if you want to look at the front camera, as you can see, the front camera is working perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever with the front camera. So yeah, the Gcams, if you install them separately, they should be working perfectly fine here. Now let me show you the unlocking speed. Well, if you double tap on the status bar, this is how the always on display will appear. And if you double tap again, it should wake. And yes, and right now if I tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, this is the unlocking speed. Well, the unlocking is fairly fast and snappy, and it unlocks 100% of the time without any issues. But then again, you don't get any kind of fingerprint scanner animation or like the icon customization. This is the icon that you get by default over here, and once you tap the fingerprint scanner, it just unlocks with that kind of animation which you just noticed. And by the way, all the animations like these are working perfectly fine, if you're noticing, of Android 12L. Now in the settings, if you go into the battery, this is how the battery settings looks like. We have the battery percentage on bold font up top, then we get the battery bar. We also have the optimization profiles or thermal profiles you may call, and from here you can customize the benchmarking apps to the performance profile, or you can go with the browser, camera, dialer, games, streaming application, etc. options. So yeah, you do get the thermal profiles over here, and the battery usage you can see from right here. But I have used this Accu battery app to actually determine the battery quality over here, or the battery life quality. And I would say with that, I have been getting about 8 hours of screen on time here it shows. But this is early usage, I would say, but I would say you can get about 7+ hours of screen on time over here. This is the original battery that I'm using, about 3 years old with 700+ charging cycles. So about 7 hours of screen on time is pretty good. And in the health section, it shows about 85% health left. So that's pretty great. That the battery life here that I'm getting is awesome. Also, the charging is fairly fast over here. You shouldn't worry about that. Then the turn on light when charging and stuff is there, but there is no battery temperature seeing option over here on the bottom. Also, there is no charging cycles or something. And we have the sound and vibration settings. This is how the sound settings looks like. By the way, this is how the volume panel looks like, and there is that arrow over here, and you can expand the volume panel just like this. Then if you scroll down more, we have the charging, sound and vibration, touch sound, touch vibration, vibrate to indicate call status. Then if you scroll down, we have the Mi sound enhancer, From here, of course, you can use it with the youth edition or something. The sound quality via the headphone jack is awesome, and we have great quality speakers over here. I mean, the sound quality via the speakers as well was awesome, and even in Bluetooth headset and stuff, the sound quality was great. If you have a really good pair of wired headsets, you can use this hi-fi audio preset if you want to. So yeah, all the sound stuff is great on this particular ROM. In the display settings, this is how it looks like. We have the brightness level, then the adaptive or auto brightness. In the lock screen, you can have these privacy settings. Then if you scroll down more, we have the show double line clock and stuff. Then always show time and info is there, that is always on display. Now the dark theme, you can of course schedule it if you want to, and in the dark theme everything is almost like black, but let me tell you, these parts are gray and you can't really customize that. So that's how it is. It's not completely pitch black, I think. So yeah, you get that like grayish kind of dark theme over here. If you don't like that, you need to actually use a different ROM, I think, pretty much. We have the night light and stuff. In the live display, we have the display mode. You can have it on, off, outdoors, etc. And the color calibration and stuff is there. But let me tell you, I can't simply find the DC dimming option over here. For some reason, in the PixelExperience Plus ROM 2, there is no DC dimming option here. In the color settings, we have the boosted, natural and adaptive option, and if you scroll down more, we have the double tap to wake, then the high touch polling rate, and we have the double tap to slip and the wake up on plug. You can disable that or enable that however you want to use it. Now in the security settings, something may disappoint you because we get this face unlock and fingerprint, and if you go into the settings, we have the power button instantly locks, but there is no quick unlock option. Also, there is no app lock option over here. Even in the advanced settings, if I go, there is no app lock option right out of the box, at least. Now, this is how the fingerprint and face unlock settings looks like. Let me just set up the face unlock quickly so that I can show you the face unlock speed. And after you set up the face unlock, you can actually set it to when swiping up on the lock screen, or you can just have it on when the screen turns on, but that gets annoying. So right now, let me just see if the face unlock is working perfectly or not. So here, I double tap and swipe up on the lock screen, and right now it shows recognizing face, and as you can see, it unlocks. And it unlocks fairly fast, I would say. Considering this device has a pop-up selfie camera or motorized selfie camera, that's why it's taking longer. But yeah, the face unlock works perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. And talking about Safetynet and stuff, it does pass Safetynet right out of the box, so you can use banking apps without any issues on this particular ROM. The DRM info stays as L1 here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p without any problems. And of course, if you want to see the split top and stuff, they are working perfectly fine. And it does have this newer Android 12L kind of split top mode, where everything just stays snappy and everything stays in the recents panel together, as you can see. So yeah, this is working perfectly fine. And also the performance all over the UI stays very smooth and fast. And this is the N2 Geekbench score of this particular build. Also, you can see the CPU stress test that I have done over here. So of course, PixelExperience Plus is still an amazing option if you're someone who likes stock Android and you don't need any kind of like huge customizations or something. If you want some customizations or better customizations when compared to other ROMs, then definitely this is not the ROM for you. Just go for other ROMs like Evolution X or something, or even the Corvus OS that I have made a video on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from K20 signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.